Welcome to an episode of OG55 After Dark. I got Candid Camper with me today. We're talking about attraction upgrades. Why is Disney doing these upgrades? Are they doing them for the guest experience or are they trying to cover something up? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about theme parks in this new culture of convenience where things like DoorDash and Amazon and Netflix are, all the kids love the convenience. Our theme park's going to suffer a bad fate because no one wants to leave the house. We're going to talk about it up next here. First episode of OG55 After Dark. Let's go. Welcome aboard, everybody, to After Dark. OG Candy Camper here. It is 4th of July weekend, everybody.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Love it.
There we go, everybody. 4th of July weekend. I hope everyone's spending it with family, friends, loved ones. Candid, how are you doing tonight, man?
Dude, we are here. I'm excited. This is one of those things that just had to happen. We've been talking for years now, and this was one of those things where, we had a live and it just went so well. The people out there, all the fans, they're just loving it and they want this. And even if they didn't know they want it, they're going to want it. And here we are bringing it After Dark.
After Dark. And it is After Dark. So maybe I should drop a warning. Here we go.
The following program, though incredibly nerdy, is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised, and you probably shouldn't watch if you're an overly sensitive pussy.
Sometimes you got to drop the disclaimer,
Yeah, and if you don't, then, well,
there you go.
You know who you are.
Mr. Candy Camper, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Yes, sir. So you can find me over on my channel, Candid Camper, Theme Park Thoughts, over on YouTube, also over on Instagram and on TikTok, where I'm mostly kind of at. And then, honestly, it's going to be right here now, After Dark.
After Dark. After Dark. Let's do it. All right, Candid. This is a great topic. You brought this to my attention, and I think it's a great thing to kind of dive into. I'm going to play this in the background. This is from the official Walt Disney Imagineering YouTube channel. This is all that new pirate stuff, right? That new pirate animatronic with the front-facing projection mapping. I'm going to go ahead and play it. We'll talk. What do you think, Marcus? I mean, do you think that this is for the guest experience, or is there something going on behind the scenes that is the real story behind what we're seeing here?
Yeah, so for context, I already kind of posted a video on TikTok about this, and I kept getting this weird reaction, but at the same time, I haven't seen it personally, in person. So I said what I said. I feel like this is one of the ones where it wasn't because of reasons that someone was upset or someone was butthurt, or as your comment said, someone was a pussy. Like, I think this was them just they're going through a refurb and they just wanted to give this a fresh light. This scene isn't one of those scenes where it takes away from anything that Walt really did. They didn't take away the moment where they did with with the pirate in the red dress, or the the people getting chased around with the bread. Like, those were iconic moments that they changed because of people being butthurt. I just think it was a friendly upgrade. I like the idea of this. I think it's awesome. I haven't seen it in real life, so I can't say, oh man, this is amazing. But once I do, believe me, you're going to get a video. I like that I'm getting upgrades to an older ride and it's not destroying the ride.
Yes, absolutely. And I've said it before, where it's like, this attraction was innovative when it opened in the 1960s, right? So I like the fact that Disney is continuously going in there and tinkering and pushing the envelope with technology in the tradition of this attraction. I mean, this is what this attraction did when it first opened, right? And really, honestly, I don't want this ride to become a dusty, museum piece that when you're going through it, it just screams 1960s like I want this thing to stay on the forefront of like the newer technology and what have you. So I think it's cool, man. I like it. I mean, I like the idea that Disney is actually putting the money into stuff like this too. Because really, at the end of the day, do they have to do this? I mean, I
Not at
mean,
all.
this ride is already hugely popular. I mean, this animatronic probably cost them millions of dollars, right? I like the fact they're still investing in the classics. So I know a lot of fans
Yeah.
get upset about it, but I don't know, man. I mean, and look, is it perfect? Is this animatronic perfect? Is is the audio perfect? Is no, it's not. But at the end of the day, it is pretty cool. They do need to tinker with some stuff. I think the audio is kind of too loud, things like that. They can work on that. But really, honestly, as we go further into the future, we're going to get better and better projection technology. And now we have the doors are now open basically for them to upgrade it whenever that time comes. This is
Yep.
also different technology than the Frozen faces over at Epcot. This is actually using the Unreal Engine from
Nice.
Epic Games. So this is a newer tech. So Disney must feel more confident in this new tech because they changed over the old Frozen, faces. This they maybe because it's Unreal Engine, maybe they feel a little bit more confident. But yeah, what do you think, man?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I think you nailed it, dude. Like for reals. This is once again, this isn't taken away from anything that we had. So I think that's the best part about it. And getting new technology into the parks and bringing to life a lot of these older animatronics. So let's put it this way. If Disney was to go down and do like a year-long refurb of this ride, and they were to take out every single pirate and put brand new animatronics, like the new, I can't remember the model number, but all the ones that look and are like the President Lincoln, if they just redid all that with millions and millions of dollars worth of these animatronics, are people gonna complain about it still? Even if they put them in the same exact fucking clothes, but gave them facial features, made their mouths move and sync to the music perfectly, kept the same music, people are still gonna complain about that.
Well, it's
I don't get
wild.
it.
Well, it's wild to me because I want these things to evolve, and we don't have to love every single change, right? Like I don't love every single change, every single upgrade, but I like the fact that the spirit of innovation still lives in this company. Walt Disney said it very clearly, and this is the issue with the fans because it's very scary when things change, and I get it, and especially something like this because this is like nostalgic, like for a lot of fans. Um, but it's like there's like this push pull here, right? Where it's like where Disney, Disney has to live up to what Walt said for these parks, and like Walt said, these places are ever changing. As long as there's imagination left in the world, they have to live true to what the founder of this company wanted for this place. At the same time, though, they have to dance around the fandom who
Exactly.
doesn't really like change. So I, I don't envy Disney with this stuff because it's like they're kind of boxed in, right? So I don't know, but yeah, dude. I mean,
I
it'd
agree.
be cool. I mean, I want them to tinker with these animatronics. I want them. I mean, hey, eventually we might get free roaming animatronic pirates in this attraction. They're not even bolted down, and they're run by AI or something crazy, right? That'd be
Do you
insane.
do you want that though?
I mean, that would be nuts. That would be
I
nuts.
see, that's on another planet. Like, I couldn't imagine that, but it would be so cool, but at the same time, how dangerous. That's playing a dangerous game at that point.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is. But do you feel like something like that is kind of like the inevitable? Like, do you feel like we're kind of walking towards that inevitability, like stuff like that? We're starting to see AI creep in, right? We're starting to see like more automation with like the little like, Olaf walk
Yeah,
around. And like is it I mean, do you feel like this is where we're headed? Like we're yeah, I mean we have trackless vehicles,
that's true.
so, I mean,
Yeah.
what's the next step? I mean, animatronics that are not bolted to the ground.
Yeah, and, perfect example of, I think, one of the animatronics that really bothers me is over in Universal. Like, I only seen it from videos, but that I can't remember what it is. It's that weird ass like monster thing in Harry Potter that spins around on the roller coaster. You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about?
Yeah.
And you can just see the fucking mechanism underneath holding them up, spinning them. And I'm like, that's the one that takes away a lot of that stuff from me. Same thing with cars. When you're driving cars, you can see the slot in the track. Like if
Yeah.
that was completely trackless, dude, that'd be awesome. Obviously, there's a lot to do with certain rides, and I think there's a place for it. Is the place pirates? Probably not. I think you can get away with a lot of those things in an easier environment. Maybe some of the older like Fantasyland rides. Maybe you can do something like that where they're still in their section, but they only walk in like a certain little area. I think that can work.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what do you feel about like in terms of like upgrading, like when they upgrade stuff, right? But like they're actually trying to cover something else up, right? Like, do you feel like those days are kind of like behind us, or do you feel like that's still going to kind of creep in?
I think all that ended with Tiana's. I'm not saying that Tiana was hiding anything or, being used to help move certain things into a certain area. Um, the thing about Tiana's though is that they fucked up on purpose. That's the part that bothered me. The whole thing was, yeah, we're losing a really good ride, and then we're gonna put Tiana's in there. And it wasn't the fact that it was being moved to Tiana's, it was the fact that they went with this brand new storyline when all they had to do was give us the original storyline, the original movie. And I think everyone would have just like gravitated towards it a lot easier. Going on the ride myself finally and just riding through it, that kinetic energy is missing, like how it was in Splash Mountain. There's parts of that there's no animatronics. There's parts where there's just no music. It just doesn't have that life that it once had. So I think that's a big mistake that they made, and I feel like that was kind of it for them. And they heard all of the gripe and the from the people from both sides. So I think they'll make these small little changes, but I think there are going to be more changes like this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And here's the thing too, right? When it comes to these changes, whether it's retheming Splash Mountain to Tiana's or the redhead scene, retheming and changing that, I think that for me personally, the bigger issue isn't even so much the change, it's the execution and not sticking the landing.
Yeah,
Because what I'm
yeah,
saying, like you were saying, like with Tiana's, where like if we had the story from the movie and we had Dr. Facilier on the lift hill with the music, and like if they just executed this stuff better, I think people would be more forgiving with this stuff. I think the issue is like they say they have to change it, which is fine. I get it, but when they change it, then it's not as cool as the original. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's where it gets kind of messed up. So I don't
Question
know.
for you though: do you
Yeah.
like this idea of, hey, we're gonna go on a couple months refurb, and then you come back and there's a new animatronic sitting there, or do you like when Disney just puts everything up front?
This is it's interesting that's a great question, Marcus, because actually this is kind of more how like Universal has historically done things, where they don't really announce it until like the very end. Like they'll be
Mhm.
building the attraction and it's like 80% done,
Oh,
right?
by the way,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this thing is coming, right? So I kind of like that. I kind of like that they just kind of like, you know what, we're gonna refurb it, and then bada bing, here's a new animatronic. I think that's kind of cool. But where I think Disney dropped the ball on this one, see, this animatronic was meant to be seen from the boat.
Mhm.
You're no one's gonna see this animatronic up close like they are in this video.
Yep.
And I think that the up close shots don't do the figure any justice because it wasn't designed to be seen from 6 inches away. It was designed
Yeah.
to be seen from way back from the boat and moving. So when they do these close up shots of the animatronic and you can see all the granular like stuff on the face, like the screen and all that, it doesn't look as impressive because it wasn't designed to be experienced that way, right? So I think that was the big issue with this. It was like they should have just. I like the surprise, absolutely, but then don't drop the video because I think the video did more damage than good. If you just would have
Yeah.
let fans get their own video of this when it opened from how it was supposed to be experienced, I think we would have been in a better situation than we are now with the fandom.
I
You know?
I think I I think I feel the same way. And see, the thing is though, sometimes like I think smaller pieces like this, we can at least say like, hey, we got a surprise for you. Like when you goes down, like, hey, a big surprise in the works or something like that, and have people guessing. Especially with Disney, like you want to draw. The whole thing is you want to draw people here. You want to draw these guests in, so give them a reason to come to the parks. This
Right.
is one of those things where I don't think it's big enough to want to bring people into the parks, but it's a big enough thing for you to want them to talk about to go on that ride. At least make that ride heavier traffic, especially when you have a lot of other things that are going down for refurb or are still closed. So I think they could have done themselves a little bit more justice bringing it in, especially kind of weird timing to go down for such a people eater. I mean, right in the beginning of summer, people are already out of school. Just a weird time.
I agree. And also another thing too, I'm very curious if like, because Universal Hollywood is going to be opening their new Hollywood Drift coaster, and
Mhm.
Disneyland Resort doesn't have anything right now. And maybe
Mm.
this is part of that. I mean, I know it's not like this isn't going to be like a huge draw like Hollywood Drift, but like maybe they were thinking like, well, we need something to bring the locals in at least, right? And
Yep.
this is
Yep.
different because I mean, what else do they got? I mean, they got I don't I'm trying to think of anything new, and I don't really think they have anything. Well, Soaring Over America that premiered today, but I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but
So
like I don't know.
So my whole thing with that is what's going to happen later on though when Disney opens up Coco and opens up Avatar and opens up what the other Marvel stuff. I mean, how much more land does Universal really have that they're going to play with or allow themselves to play with? Are they going to are they going to move the studios somewhere? Like, move the fucking studios. Use the land. Build a bigger Mario, like a bigger Nintendo area instead of that little ass Mario land. Like, get creative.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo world, or that to me, I think aesthetically it looks pretty cool, but like it's one of those lands where like, have you been in it yet or no? Not yet.
I have not. No,
Okay. Well, it's like it's really small. It's probably like half the size of Toontown,
that's
right?
crazy.
Oh, it's really small, dude. And the problem with it is that you walk in, and this is kind of where like sometimes you can get like too married to like keeping it like authentic or like too close to the source material. So
Mhm.
they wanted it to be like super legit, which is cool. I respect that. But in a theme park though, when you have like a yellow painted floor in Southern California where it's hot all the freaking time, like when you walk into that land, that sun, dude, just beats you in the face. I mean, and they don't have any real trees either because Super
Yeah.
Mario is a video game. They don't have real
Yep.
trees, right? So
Damn.
it's like all this stuff that was like I respect the art, the craft, and like them trying to be super realistic with it being a video game and close to Super Mario. At the same time, though, when I walk into that place in the daytime, I don't want to spend more than 10 minutes in there. It's not a very
Yep.
comfortable place to be because there's no real like chairs or seats or trees, the yellow ground with the sun. It's just uncomfortable, right? Nighttime's a cool experience, but during the day, dude, it's really uncomfortable. Now, it's a little better from what I'm hearing in Epic Universe because they got a little more room to work with. So,
Yeah.
and they have Donkey
And
Kong, which also helps.
yeah, and see, that's one of those things I mentioned before. It's like, you're gonna have this massive amount of just nostalgia. That's literally Mario's nostalgia bomb. Like, you
Yeah.
drop that anywhere, and it's just gonna bring in the people. Like, everybody and their mom plays Mario or has some kind of tie to Mario. Then the movies on top of that just fucking did well. And you're gonna give us this miniature land to represent that. And my whole scare, like, I'm scared about Pokemon because that's my childhood. And you're gonna like, and that's why I'm happy that they're putting it over in the other park instead of Epic Universe, because I think that it's gonna they need to do that so they can bring people to that park. But that amount of land they have there to mess around with, I think is a good enough section of land to be able to put that Pokemon section there.
Yeah, Pokemon's gonna be a game changer for, Universal. I think that's gonna
It's
be like
over.
another oh, it's over. It's like another Wizarding
Yeah.
World kind of,
Yep.
but what do you think actually, while we're talking Universal, like, what do you think about this? Did you hear the news about how they're gonna take the theme parks, the movie studio, and the streaming service and spin them off,
Two.
into its own company, and Comcast, who owns them now, is going to be their own company. Comcast basically is going to spin off Universal, and Comcast is just going to keep the cable internet stuff. So they're not selling. Here's the
Huh.
thing: they're not spinning it off to sell it.
Okay.
They haven't. They said they're not going to sell it. At least that's what they're saying now. And I think the Comcast CEO Brian Roberts has like a 19% share in this new Universal company they're spinning off.
Uh,
But what are your thoughts about that? See, for me, I feel like we're going down a real slippery slope with that because now Universal isn't going to have this behemoth internet and broadband company, and it's going to be a smaller entity, and it seems like it's more of a target now for some other company like an Amazon or an Apple or who knows who to come in and buy it. It worries me. Now, if it stays Universal and we got rid of the telecom company, that's great. But I don't trust it. I don't trust
I
it,
feel like
dude.
that's just something really shady behind this whole thing. Like none of this makes sense because Comcast has what billions of dollars, so there's no real point of them to leave that. Not only that, too, just the amount of money that they make from the park. I feel like that park doesn't struggle enough to want to ditch it. It's not like Six Flags where you have to
Yeah.
merge and do all those crazy things. But then why give someone else a chance is the other thing. But owning 19% to be able to give someone else a chance to raise more money for yourself because Comcast's not giving. Dude, I don't know.
No, I know. I did a video with the guys about this the other day, and we were all kind of like the same way that like you feel about it, where it's kind of like it can go in a good direction, but it can also go in a really, really bad direction.
Yeah, that's
It just
weird.
kind of depends,
I just don't
right?
get
And
why.
it's weird because Comcast already spun off some of their cable networks like a few months or a year ago, something like that. So if they wanted to do this with Universal, why did they do it before when they spun off the cable stuff? Like, why are you doing this now? It feels very suspect. I don't really know if it's like a Comcast issue because Comcast is very much like that whole business with like linear television and cable and all that is like a melting ice cube. So
Yeah,
maybe they're panicking on the Comcast side and they're going to want to try to merge with like Charter or something. And that's what this whole
got
thing
it.
is really about. And not so much really about Universal. But I feel like Universal might be like the collateral damage though. Like they're trying to save Comcast, but like Universal out here now, like all like a smaller company. And now the sharks are gonna like start circling, right? Like look at their
Yeah, yeah,
chops,
yeah.
like let's buy this thing. It's like I hope not, man, because I think Universal's had a lot of momentum. I don't want to see them lose that.
Yeah, weirdly though, I wouldn't I don't know how I feel if Amazon came in because if Amazon came in, I wouldn't be too mad at it, especially because they've been doing some really good stuff lately. But at the same time, that guy, I'm not going to name him, he's pretty cheap. So I feel like we wouldn't get a lot of love going into the parks. Where Comcast, I feel like just kind of throwing money at this place. That's why it's just weird.
It's bizarre. There's got to be some internal stuff. I mean, the other thing too is we got to think it like Netflix wanted to buy Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
and they got shut out by Paramount. Right? Paramount won the bidding war. Maybe there was some like behind the scenes like smoky backroom
Mm,
talks and Comcast wants to merge. I mean, not Comcast. Yeah, well, Comcast wants to sell Universal to Netflix. The best way to do that is to spin it off into a smaller company, so it goes through that regulatory process, more likely to get approved. Now,
yeah.
obviously, they're not going to say that
That's
now.
so shady. That's so
Oh,
shady,
it's
dude.
shady, but you never know. Maybe Netflix will buy them. I mean, and Netflix wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because Netflix has a lot of successful stuff. Like they
Yeah, they do.
definitely like move the needle in terms of like culture, right? So
Yeah,
that wouldn't be the worst thing for Universal, but I mean, maybe that's what's going on. I don't know.
that could be it. So Paramount Paramount has the rights, you said? Completely, right?
Yeah, Paramount.
Technically?
It is going through the process of acquiring WB. They're coming into some snags with like the EU or something like, but they're gonna do whatever they got to do to get that approval. So it'll probably get approved in the next year or so.
How's
I'm
theme park
assuming.
rights gonna work, do you know?
That we don't know. Yeah, we're not sure how that's gonna work. I mean,
That's all I care
hopefully,
about, like,
yeah,
I want Scooby-Doo and stuff to be able to stay alive, and I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, Paramount had, like, some of these, who they own? Paramount owned, parks. Oh, what was the name of the park? We had one over here, it was Paramount's Great America, and they would
yeah,
have, like, the Star Trek people walking around. We had, SpongeBob, all that stuff walking around the parks. It's pretty cool.
yeah. Oh, that'd be
All the
sick. Yeah,
Hanna-Barbera stuff.
yeah. They have SpongeBob in that new Universal Kid Park in Texas. So they
See?
kind of already have like that working relationship with Paramount. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll
interesting.
see. I hope Universal can. I hope whatever they're planning, it ends up being good for them, you know?
Yeah, I hope
But,
so.
you
But
know,
I just really want to I just don't want a lot of these things to die or to go away. That's the part, like, and I'm gonna bring this up too. I posted the last couple of days about Roger Rabbit, cartoon spin, and I asked, I said, "Do you think this is gonna get a refurb or do you think it'll go away?" Because someone posted a picture of them wanting to put like Tailspin or
DuckTales.
DuckTales. Yeah, there you go, DuckTales. And I'm like, that could work. And then I did more research and found out that they actually sold the rights back to the guy, or Disney lost the rights because it's over 35 years. So the guy got to jump back in, like, bro, that's mine.
Yeah.
And so now he's sitting on this, but somehow the park still has the rights to the ride. So I don't know. It's all confusing stuff. But what is your take on that? Do you think they would ever gut it?
It's tough. I mean, I'm actually really surprised that that IP has lasted this long in that park because
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and maybe things are changing. I don't know. I don't think Disney really loves that franchise. That franchise, it's a pretty
Yeah.
ballsy franchise,
Dicey.
dude.
It's
Like,
dicey.
yeah, it's dicey. I mean, and they went in there a few years ago. And speaking of changes, right?
Yep. Yep.
They went in there and they covered Jessica up. See, okay,
That pisses me off.
yes, me too. Here's the thing: the pirate scene with the redhead, right? I don't want to say the words here on YouTube, but that the older scene dealt with a pretty dark subject matter. So
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand,
Yes.
the change. Whether now the change could have been better. They could have stuck the landing way better. But I,
100%.
at least I
100%.
understand that, right? Like that's a pretty evil subject matter, right? But this is just Jessica Rabbit is just sexy. And I remember like
Just sexy.
yeah, she was a baddie, bro. And
Yeah.
I remember like the blog post talked about how like we're gonna make her a detective now. So she's like a strong, independent woman. Jessica was already strong and independent. I hate when people think that like just because you have sex appeal, that like that means that you're like this weak woman or something. Like she was already a badass, dude.
He was the damsel in distress.
Yes, exactly, dude. Exactly. You don't need to put a stupid detective coat on her. That was
No,
so
she
dumb.
sa she saved she saved him.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
yeah, and once again, now and see, this is that thing, dude, where you take away and you nerf women. So
right.
you think you're helping by making her a detective, but now you're taking away the women's beauty. And it's just a weird backwards trend. So I agree with you. I think this was the one ride where they just fucked up and didn't make any sense to the story. Like, it was just weird. And that, I mean, that was the whole point of the fucking movie. The whole point was like, remember, like the whole time, oh, you're with her, or you're with him. Like, that was the best part about it, is that Roger Rabbit was this fucking weird ass little rabbit, nerdy ass rabbit, and he had this badass bitch on his side.
Right. Dude, exactly. Exactly. That was literally the point. And that's why I don't think that they like that. I don't think Disney internally likes this franchise. And I think that they have issues with it.
Mm,
I, I mean, look, it could have been worse. It could have been them getting rid of it. I mean, the trench coat was not a great idea, but at least it was just that, right?
yeah, fair enough. Yep.
But this franchise, I mean, that movie was very risque back then. They didn't even release this under Walt Disney Pictures. It was
Yeah.
released under Touchstone because
Yep.
of that reason. It was so, out there. And but dude, it really is a masterpiece. And
Dude, this
and here's
cue line.
oh,
God, it's such a great cue.
it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. I don't know. Well, we'll see. But this change, this Jessica Rabbit thing was stupid. Take that
Yeah.
stupid coat off. Let her be sexy. She's a badass without the coat too. I
Mhm.
don't know. But I mean, do you think that this will? But do you think? I mean, are you optimistic they're going to keep this attraction? I mean, I do kind of feel like things are changing. Like they're not being as reactive anymore. But I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I think it comes down to, like, they're not spinning anymore. So that was
Right.
the first thing. They threw the trench coat on to cover things up. I think when you kind of start seeing the decay of the ride as far as like paint jobs and stuff like that, and the upkeep not being there, that's when I think we'll start seeing some changes. The only thing about this is if you were to get rid of this ride, it would be a retheme. It wouldn't be a demolish and build over. And the problem with that is the ride capacity. So
Right.
if you retheme this ride and you do something like a bigger franchise or even DuckTales, it's going to draw so many people in, and it's still not going to be able to keep up with everything else in the park. Um, so I don't know. I think we'd have to look more into the, but you can keep that. Um, it's playing. I
Okay.
think we got to look more into the rights and how those are just distributed. Excuse me, and see what rights Disney has to have this in the park. And if they have it till a certain year, I think then yeah, that'll tell a lot about it. If not, I don't think Toontown's on their radar right now because they just got the new ride in there a couple years back. So I think they'll sit on this and just give it a fresh coat of paint and not worry about the ride spinning.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And this queue, like you were saying, is amazing. And the cool thing about like old school Toontown is like they didn't like just put like cartoon stuff on the walls. Like they actually molded like the walls and the bricks to be cartoony. Like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
building is like shaped differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Where if you go to like what is it?
Mickey and Minnie's, it's not like that.
No, it's just yeah, you're right, it's just painted on. And that's the difference. I mean, that quality, that detail, that this ride didn't need any of this detail, but they did it. This wasn't gonna be a huge hit, but it happened to work out in their favor. And he became like a kind of a like a park icon. Like you even had him in like the Splash Mountain video, you know? And
Yeah.
then now he's just not around anymore. And people
No.
don't know what this fucking ride is. They'll get on it because it, dude, how many times, I mean, how many people you think walk right by this and not even know it's a ride or not even notice it because it's in a weird corner?
Oh, a lot, a lot. And sadly, it's sort of becoming, in terms of like the IP itself, it's sort of becoming like Mr. Toad, where people
Oh,
know the ride, but they don't know the character at all.
yeah, 100%. And I had to put Mr. Toad on for my kids to watch for them to be able to understand it. And that was one of those, but I can't play this for them.
No.
So then that's kind of where we go back and forth on, well, somehow it does not work out as a movie, but it works out in the theme park, and they did a great job. There you go, the fucking coat. So I don't know. I hope it stays. I hope that we can bring Roger to life. This is actually in one my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I love Roger Rabbit. I would bring this on an island with me. It's just I understand if they get rid of it. I think it's one of those where I can understand why.
Yeah. No, yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they did. I'd be sad if they did, but it wouldn't shock me, you know. Now, do you think they're ever gonna make a sequel or a prequel or anything to this movie?
So I don't remember who I talked to, but I know this was brought up years ago in my head, and I said it to somebody. Um, and so the main character passed away, but his brother, he's I believe the guy from Wizards of Waverly Place, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that his brother?
I think
Galfini or something like that?
yeah.
So or am I thinking of someone else? I don't know. Anyways, either way, I think that guy would be the guy to play that part. But just that's just a hard. It it wouldn't be a second one. It would be a remake.
Oh,
But what do you
really?
do with? Yeah, if they were to do it, I think it would be a remake or reboot. But what do you do with the characters? Because remember, they didn't have just Disney characters in there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how could you, whether they do a remake or whether they do a sequel, you would have to incorporate all those other IPs in here, like the Warner Brothers stuff,
Yeah,
and they'd have to work something out with now them even if it takes place after, they'd have to modernize it and maybe include some like Universal Illumination stuff in there, like have a bunch of minions going around or something. Like, and that was hard for the first movie to arrange all those deals to get
yeah,
all those IPs. Like, you know that end scene with Mickey and Bugs?
yeah.
They have the exact amount, like time-wise, they worked it out where they both have the same exact amount of screen time.
Really? That's crazy.
Because Disney and Warner wanted each character to have the exact amount of screen time.
Yep.
So one doesn't like outshine the other. I mean, petty shit like that, bro. Like that's
Dude,
what I
that
mean.
wouldn't fly today. That would not work today. And that's the hard part. I just don't think there's in any world where we would have this again. And once this goes away, I'm gonna put out there, it's done. It's not there's just not a way. There's not a way to revive this unless you start from scratch again.
Yeah, I think this franchise, I don't I think the company is not I think the company is not willing to take the risks that they were back
In the
then.
90s.
Yeah, they're just not that company anymore. Now, Josh Giamaro has come out and said he's a risk taker. Well, let's see, Josh. Let's see. Let's see you make a movie like this. If we
Give
get a
us
movie,
Oswald at least.
oh, dude, and Oswald would be perfect in this world.
Yes.
Perfect. I mean, do you remember the show back in the day, Animaniacs?
Of course. Yeah.
You couldn't make an Oswald show with that with a similar concept about how like he was like locked away for all these years, and he comes
Dude.
out, he's back, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to go off of. Even if you wanted to give him like a new backstory, like you could do anything with that character. Have you ever seen the game? Was it Epic? I think Epic Mickey. I think that's what it's called.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that was their chance to kind of push that character, and then they made a second one. It's like push these characters out. What's the point of pulling from an archive of the past, but limiting it? Like you went all this way to do these things. Why not just go all out? Don't be scared, dude. Look at Avatar. Avatar's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, I'm making 3D. And everyone's like, bitch, we already have 3D. And he's like, no, I'm making real 3D. And he stuck
Right.
to it. Was it way different? Yeah, it was way different. Was it good? I'm not a huge Avatar fan. I think it's a basic ass storyline, but the 3D was fucking awesome. And we
Yeah.
needed it. So go all out and then stick to it and just talk a big game because you'll sell millions of dollars worth of shit.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Now I want
Can we
okay,
just
so
say that he's the best salesperson probably in the fucking world? James Cameron?
oh, easily,
Yeah. Just probably the
easily.
best salesperson. Hey, you know what we should do with this land that you do that we don't have? You know this the space right here? Oh, sir, that's where our buses pick and load up people. Yeah, no, that's where we're gonna put Avatar. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Like, what the fuck?
It's absolutely crazy, and that's kind of why, like, we've had a lot of conversations here on the channel, right, about how like what is Avatar going to be like in DCA. I'm kind of not too worried about it because of that reason. Because James
Yeah,
Cameron
100%.
is going to be sitting there over their shoulder, like, nope, do it better. Nope, do it better. I'm kind of more worried about the other stuff because they don't have someone like that for the Coco ride or for the
Yeah.
Avengers thing.
But
You
there
know,
but and I hate saying this because I've been proven wrong so many times by Disney. I don't think they're gonna fuck Coco up. I
they
I
can't,
honestly
right?
don't. I don't they can't. That if they do, I think people are gonna be really upset, especially with the demographic in Disneyland.
Oh, yeah,
And just that whole area alone, it needs this. Like this is the one time where DCA needs this. And this is our chance to do it. Everything else, it is what it is. The Marvel stuff, cool. I love it. That's not going to be, even though it's going to be groundbreaking, I guess, it's not as groundbreaking as fucking Coco. It's not, even though Coco's years old, Coco still lives in the heart of many.
yeah.
And we need this ride. And it's going to be a fucking people eater. Like that
Oh,
park is going to be fucking hot. It's going to be a hot park as this US flag's behind us. It's going to be the hottest park in the US. So
yeah, no, exactly. No, it will be. Well, and that's the thing. This park is gonna have the it's gonna we're gonna have a Cars Land, right? Well, we have a Cars Land and a Pandora and a
dude,
dope Coco boat ride, and then all
yeah.
the Avenger. I
And
mean, that's a solid second gate.
and my thing is like, do we need all these things? No, they're fucking weird things to put in this random ass, like they're random ass things to put in this park. But I'm not gonna. I'm okay. DCA is to the point where it's like, hey, you know what? I invited your weird uncle over to Christmas dinner, and you're like, fuck, I guess so. We're to that point where we're still inviting weird uncles and aunts to this park to live or to come eat, and that's where James Cameron comes and fits in. Like, hey, James, come on over, weird uncle. What do you want to do today? I'm thinking about bringing my avatar with me. That's cool, man. What are you going to do with it? Place it over there. All right, let's eat. So that's what we're getting. And honestly, anytime we get something new and fresh in DCA, I'll take it. Like, it's to that point where they can fucking shit on the floor and say it's a new ride. And I'm like, well, it's better than nothing. It's better than the fucking open lot over there or the dance floor that I'm fucking dancing in.
Yeah.
So
No, I completely agree with you. Yeah, I mean, any love, like serious love that DCA gets, I'm on board with it, right? Because DCA has been consistently like stepped over,
yeah,
like over the years, right? Like they had that one moment in time where we got like, that DCA like 2.0 with like Buena Vista Street and Cars Land. But like before all that and after all that, it was like just kind of cheap, like, additions and rethemes. I'm really hoping that this is a moment where we actually get some like really good stuff, man. And honestly, like I'm not a rides guy. I know you and Webba, you guys are the rides guys. DCA though, for a secondary Disney park, you go to Florida, their secondary parks don't have that many rides.
no,
Like
no,
not even
that's very
close.
true.
You
Dude, look
know?
at Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom has nowhere near that amount of rides. Even if they're off the shelf, like little cookie cutter rides, DCA still kicks its ass in rides.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me ask you a question real quick.
yeah, go for it.
Let me ask you a question. So when D23 comes next month and we get information on this Pandora stuff,
Yeah.
Is it gonna be National Be Fair to Florida Day on Twitter because all the Florida people are gonna be upset or no?
No, they're gonna be like, "Oh, wow, look at they're getting an experience over there." That's exactly what it's gonna be. No, I think it's gonna be fair to Florida Day. It's always gonna be fair to Florida. They're gonna cry
You know what
about
it's
it.
gonna
It's gonna be one of those where once we get ours, they're gonna just fucking hate so hard, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, ours is better," and then they're gonna look at it. We're gonna have two fully complete rides. We're gonna have all the money dumped in this thing, and they're gonna know it, but they're still gonna talk shit. They're gonna talk shit. Oh, we're gonna have bioluminescent floors. You don't. Oh, that's cool, man. Like that's how that conversation is gonna be. But hey,
be
guess what? Our boat ride is we have animatronics in there, not just one.
right, and next gen, the whole thing, and
Yeah.
yeah, like Twitter is like one of those spots where it's like the Be Fair to Florida thing is. I mean, we get like, and we talked about it. We'll get like a popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
on Twitter, like everyone from Florida is like, well, why do they get everything? It's like you guys are getting so much stuff though. Like, how are you
We have
mad about
four
this?
parks.
Right.
Like, dude, I don't have an Animal Kingdom. I wish I had I wish I had Epcot or Westcott.
Yeah.
You don't see me crying. I'm crying about it, but I'm not typing on Twitter or X to be like, "Oh, give me Westcott. It's not fair." No, dude, you're giving me a reason to go and spend money and time in your park now. And I talked about that on your channel multiple times. Like, I don't want clones of everything. I want to
Right.
be able to have a reason to go to Florida. Like, why would I go to Florida if I have everything here? And that's where that breakdown of who has the better ride, Pirates here or Pirates there. Our Pirates is way better. Why would I want to go ride Pirates there? Space Mountain, same thing. Our Space Mountain's way better. So you're cloning all these rides in your main park, and then when you get mad because people talk shit about your park, you took all that stuff from us, bro.
Right.
You wanted it, and guess what? You got it. And then guess what? Your people half-assed it. That's on you. You had the space to build these things and make them better. You had the technology. You had the years and years and years past half of us to be able to do better, and you didn't do that. Especially with your whole what is it? Your what's the boat ride that they have that's just fuck
Oh,
Small
Small
World.
World. Oh, that's
Yeah, like
horrible.
dude, your facade is a piece of shit. Fuck you. Like stop complaining. You got the ride. That's what you wanted. There
Yeah,
it
you got
is.
the ride. Yeah, and I think theirs is like the only version of that attraction that's just like shoved into like a Peter Pan building, basically.
It's so weird. That whole like the whole area is weird to me. I think it's horrible. I think they need to upgrade all that. They need to go what is ours like medieval time or something. They need to do something different because it reminds me they already have that kind of style with the carnival in the back.
Right.
It's just weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of their Fantasyland.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out, with D23 and stuff.
I got a
I don't
question
know.
for you.
Go for it.
Oh, before I forget, I want to go back a little bit. You said
Sure.
that James Cameron's going to be looking over their shoulder the whole time.
Right. Yeah.
And now thinking back of the Avatar and then the Florida going back and forth, whose is better? Do we have to be scared with Disney though because of how much they put into that one animatronic and how they didn't complete that ride? Do you think we're going to get that same thing here, or do you think they're really going to listen to the heat that they got from the last time?
Oh, you mean like with that boat ride over there in
The
Florida?
Navi River, yeah.
Yeah, this one will be. I think this one will be way better than that because we're getting the Shanghai Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean. Have you seen that technology, by the way?
I seen the ride, dude. Yeah,
Right,
that's one of those.
right.
Like, what the fuck? That's what I'm. That's the, when you have the right people backing you, and well, that's what I don't get. That's the dude. I'm telling you, OG. Those are the things that I don't get. When you see so much success in your parks that are overseas, and you see the money they dump into it, this is where it becomes this weird business for you. Like, oh, people are still going to come here anyways, Disneyland. That's the mentality that they fucking have over the last couple of years. Oh, they're still going to come to Disneyland, even if we make a shitty ride or if we change it. They're still going to ride it. They're still coming to Disneyland, and we could raise the prices. That's the fucking problem. And you said this the best. Vote with your fucking wallet, and people are not. They're still not voting with their wallet. They're allowing Disney to make these things. You have something like this that's so magical to the point where, like, you know, the first time you've gone on, the first time you went on Indiana Jones, dude, just the technology at the time, the way you have to walk to the ride, just the smell, the feeling you ride when you ride that ride, that is peak Imagineering. That is
Yeah,
peak Imagineering. And then you get these fucking shitty ass, like, no offense to Tron, like, cool, innovative ride vehicle, bro. But you're just walking through this big ass weird building. There's nothing more to it. Just because you give me an LED screen doesn't mean it's different.
yeah.
And I think we got close with some of the Star Wars stuff. I'll give him that. Like, the technology in Rise is fucking phenomenal. Great ride. Not a Star Wars fan, but that ride is like, I can sit there and be like, dude, this is fucking sick.
Yeah,
But this is not the same as Rise, dude. This is on another planet. This is different.
yeah, yeah.
Why
And
can't we
this
have
is
this?
well, this we're getting this same exact. Our Pandora boat ride is going to be basically this, but it won't be pirates. It'll be
But
Avatar.
did we need James Cameron to be able to fucking go over there and be like, hey, dude, we need to do this? That's the thing. Who's the puppet master behind this? Is it James Cameron being like, "Yeah, no, dude, I'm not going to do another Pirates of the Caribbean that you already have here. We need to go to Shanghai and do theirs if you want to do this boat ride." Because that's what they did in Florida. They gave us the regular old Pirates of the Caribbean ride, threw us on some regular ass boats, gave us a few screens, called it a day, and one
So do
giant
you?
ass animatronic.
So do you think our version of this technology for Pandora will be more impressive than this one, or with James Cameron?
I don't think the technology will be any different. I think we're gonna once again. I think Disney's cheap, and they'll just use the blueprints like they have. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow this is the same fucking track layout, just like the Indiana Jones rides.
Yeah.
I feel like they might use the same track layout. But as far like, I mean, look at the props, dude. Look how much props are on the side there. Look at the building on the left. Look at the crack in the wall. Look, that's the attention to detail that I'm gonna be looking for. So
Oh yeah.
is James Cameron going to go in there and just put a whole bunch of fucking trees and hide all this stuff? Or are we going to get just the little details that we need? So I don't know. I think it comes down to money. I think it comes down to how much James is going to have his hands in it. And it's DCA at the end of the day. You got to remember. So my whole thing with DCA is that don't charge me the same price of admission as you do at Disneyland. Fuck you. So these rides need to hit for me to be able to warrant that price.
Oh, I agree with you, and that's why when fans say, I love that you said that, Candid, because too many fans kind of like poo poo this park, like, oh, it's DCA. I'm not really invested. I don't really care what they do over there. No, I care. I care, number one, because it sits just feet away from Disneyland, so
Yep.
it better look good, right? It's like having a nice house, but your front lawn looks like crap, like, right? DCA has to look good because where it's at.
Yeah.
So yeah, and on top of that, it's like, like you were saying, the value statement. Like, if families are coming here from around the world to experience our resort, this park has to be comparable to Disneyland. It's never going to be on the same level, but try your best to get it as humanly possible up there
And
with
it's still a
Disneyland.
beautiful park, don't get me wrong,
It
like,
is.
it's like, that whole trail side, dude, that is gorgeous, the hotel, the Grand Californian, fucking amazing, and it just sits so well. That whole theming over there is fucking great. But then you go to the other side of, like, behind the studio backlot, and you're like, "What the fuck you doing here?" So there's just a lot of pieces that are missing, and I know we talked about this last time too, is when you walk out and you see the pier and you see the Mickey Fun Wheel and all that, at night, dude, it's fucking gorgeous. that is one of the most beautiful sights you can see with everything just lit up going across that water.
Yeah.
But I'm not there just to look at things. I'm there to ride things. I'm there to feel it. And you don't get, like, me personally, I don't get that feeling that I get over in Disneyland in any of part of those lands. Like, I don't know, when I'm in the jungle and I hear all the animals swinging from the Jungle Cruise, like when I'm walking through, I smell the fucking Bengal barbecue just like fucking just hitting my face when I'm walking by. Those are the things I can point out. I couldn't point out one thing over in DCA that reminded me of DCA. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing there for me to sit there in my mind and be like, "Fuck, I missed that." Or the I always joke around, like my friend went for the first time. Anytime I find someone's going, I always tell them to bring a vial with them and to to scoop up some pirate water in that vial and close it and put it around their neck because they'll live forever. Like, those are the things that you remember forever. You don't get that from DCA at all. So
Wow.
DCA needs to make those memories, and if they can do that with Coco, and if they can do that with this Avengers campus, was they're not going to do, or Avatar, like we got to do it. We got to do it. Got to make it
Yeah.
worth it.
Well, I mean, look at this technology. I mean, where it actually feels like your boat goes underwater and then it rises back up later on. But it's like, this is insane. I can't even imagine what this is going to feel like for a Pandora sort of way of water thing.
Yeah,
That's why when people say, let's make it Zootopia, I get it. Like, I want Zootopia in DCA. I do. I think that's a
yeah.
great franchise. I think it fits that park. But this is going to be like next level, like crazy good. I mean, what we're seeing here with this technology and what you're going to see with the land and the rock work and the lagoon and the waterfalls, it's gorgeous. You know, I mean, yes, we can do the whole like Judy Hopps cop car thing another day. Like, I think I kind of want this. I don't even care like if it doesn't even match the theme of the park. Just put it there. Let's just go.
Yeah, and I agree with that, and I flip flop on this one too because I would be okay with getting Judy Hopps all day,
Yeah,
and I think the reason why I'm so okay with it is because the location. I think that location that Avatar is going into makes so much more sense to have Zootopia in it. Where
that's
I was
fair.
okay with Avatar going over in Fantasyland or in the back of Tomorrowland. Like, I thought it made way more sense to be able to put it back there. Um, it's just placement for me. Realistically, that's all it comes down to. I don't care which franchise goes in there. I still think that we need both of them. I think they'd both do really, really well in in DCA, but I don't know. I think that the whole thing for me still is that we keep finding these things out more and more that this technology we're gonna get it. Then why did they tell us it was an experience before? Unless this is an experience, which, don't get me wrong, this is an experience. This is something out of this world. But why were we getting told that it was an experience when any other time we've been told that it's been like a walkthrough or something weird like that?
Yeah, I think Disney gets in their own way a lot of times, and I think
Yeah.
that like they wanted to make this thing sound super epic and crazy, so they're playing all these word games.
Yeah.
This is dope right here with the shifts. Oh my god.
Dude, and those are fucking life-size fucking ships. Like, you're not these are just little ass like, you're about to go inside of a fucking ship while you're in a boat. How big is that fucking thing? How big is this
Dude.
showroom? I couldn't have, like, this is on my bucket list of all Disney. I need to ride this fucking ride. Like, I
And
gotta
then
get
you
on
go
this.
backwards too. Like you go back where you get sucked into the
Fantastic.
dude, this is insane. I mean, and that's why I mean I can't even imagine what they're gonna do with this technology for Pandora. We'll see, man. It's crazy, but this you're right. The show building is like I how
And this is
big
a
is
good use, by the way. I know people complain about screens. This is how you're supposed to use it.
yeah.
It's not something this is where Universal gets weird, where they take your car and they stop you and they sit you right in front of it and you watch the fucking clip for 2 minutes. No, you gotta, like, it's a set piece. Like, you just run by it real quick, and then you have a mixture of your animatronics in there, like a healthy amount.
Yeah.
This is well done. This is so fun, dude. Look how long this hallway is. Like, what what are we doing here?
Unbelievable, man. And like the creepy lighting and the water's crashing through. It is just insane.
I
Absolutely
love it.
insane. And to come full circle to our first topic, which was, the upgrades to our pirates at Disneyland.
I know where you're
This
going
is
with it.
yeah, this is why we need to upgrade ours because I mean, comparative to some of these newer versions of the same ride, I mean, we can't be embarrassed. This is Walt Disney's first this is the very first version of Pirates of the Caribbean that Walt Disney
Yeah,
himself worked on. I mean, we can't let that thing get dusty and like it look like it's like a
exactly.
outdated ass attraction. Like, I mean, when you go to China and you see this, like that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? They got to update ours. They have to.
And this is so hard for me because if someone came, so OG, here we go. Your boy, your daddy comes knocking on your door, right? He's like,
Okay.
hey, I got 2 bags right here. They're both filled with cash money. The first bag, though, we're going to use to upgrade pirates. Just we're going to basically gut it, and we're going to just it's going to keep everything the same. Like I told you, we're going to update the animatronics so they're just the newer version. Everything's going to be exactly the same. Just everything's going to be upgraded to this modern time. So same feel, same look, a little bit of fresh paint, fresh coat. Or bag number 2 with all the money in it. We're gonna gut the whole thing out, take out the whole ride, and we're gonna put this into Disneyland in that location. What are you
Oh,
doing?
that's interesting. You know, it's weird. I kind of want like a hybrid. Like, I really like that one scene where you go underwater and then you come back up again.
Yeah, it's
Like
sick.
that is sick. Like, I wouldn't mind if they took out a section, and I know fans are
Sorry,
gonna get
that boat ramp was going fucking quick.
boom. You know, I wouldn't mind if they took out if they incorporated that underwater crazy stuff here. Now, I know
Mhm.
a lot of fans would be upset with that because, like, I mean, they would lose their shit because, like, you would have to
Yeah.
get you'd have to make some significant changes to fit that in there. But I would kind of like new technology weaved into what we got. Like, I don't want the whole thing replaced, but just sort of like sprinkled in, like some kind of cool stuff to sort of like in the mix, you know? So
Yeah, I like that. You know what I want to see, and I think this is I don't I wonder how people would feel about it, but I think a perfect example of a refresh for a certain area of that ride of our original Pirates is the boat scene with Barbossa. I
yeah.
think if we can get a bigger ship in there and fix the cannons on the floor or the where the cannonballs hit on the floor and just give that area more life, like you're fucking getting fired upon and they're shooting across, I think that little area would just bring way more life to that ride. I feel like
I
it's
mean,
lacking.
no, you're right. I mean, they could even do like what this scene coming up, like what you know, with the
Yeah.
huge ships on both sides,
Yeah.
and you go right in
There's
the
enough
middle of
room.
them, right? See,
That'd be amazing.
plussing that attraction like that, where it's like you're not
Yes.
gutting it all, but you're adding to it. Like, can you imagine you come out of that little cave and then you're met with this?
Yeah, and the thing is we don't need super like, you still have to match the aesthetics of the ride, and I think
Yeah,
that's where they kinda went wrong with the redhead. They kinda just it just didn't match as well, but if you can keep Barbossa's ship and put another one on the side, like I said, and just have that cannon fight instead of, like, the 2 dudes shooting cannons out of the fucking blue over there, and that weird ass guy that always gets his ass kicked every single time on the other side. That Shadow dude, he gets his ass kicked every time, he's never gonna learn.
no, no, he's
I
cooked.
there's a point I think he kind of I think I mean, I feel like I've been on it where a dude actually gets murked, like, all the way, but I don't know. I don't know. But there's things like that which you're like you said, you're plussing it. That was a perfect word for it. You're plussing it. You're not taking away, you're adding to it. You're not changing the storyline. Barboza in there makes a lot of sense. I mean, it didn't change anything. They just changed him to that captain. Like, that was the only difference. So it wasn't taking away from the ride. Dude, this is so fucking cool. Um what else I was gonna say? There was something else that was another part. Oh, the scene with the fire in the fire room. Like, what if we went back to how Walt originally had it, where it looked more realistic? Like, what
Yeah.
if we made those scenes more real? That's the kind of upgrades that I want to see in these.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Bring that attraction to the modern age, right? Where it's like we're respecting Walt's original vision for the attraction and the park by constantly tinkering with it with new technology when it's available. At the same time, though, we can keep the spirit of the original still there. Like, you
What's the
know,
spirit though? Is the spirit the score, or is the spirit the animatronics? Is it the story? Is the boat? Like, what's the spirit of this ride?
like I think that fun swashbuckling pirate adventure, the music, you can't get rid of the music. The music has to stay.
Yeah, that's where I think people would draw the line.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
people would
Yeah.
like, I think people would just can I say this? I think they would storm the gates.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. That would be something. I mean, to get rid of that song would be, oh, dude, that would piss me off. And I'm usually pretty forgiving when it comes to change, but
Yeah.
that would be a move too far.
I mean, we already lost Zippity Doo. Like, how much more are you gonna rip out of our hearts? Like,
Yeah, oh man, that would be such a rough one because not only are you taking it out of the attraction, but don't they utilize that same song in the movies too and stuff?
they
Like,
do.
yeah, I mean that would just be. How do you untie that knot? No, man. If they did that, that would be dude, horror,
You know
blasphemy.
what? You know what I listened to, and I'm gonna admit this on it, and all you fuck everybody out there, fuck you all. I'm saying it ahead of time. I listened to, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's this pirate. You know when you come out of the ride and it's just that do 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 do, the song
Oh
that they
yeah,
play.
yeah.
Like I play that a lot, and I love it. And it's just those those sounds that you get. That's what makes that part. That once again, go back to DCA. DCA doesn't have any of that. What
No.
iconic sounds do you have in DCA? You don't. There's parts of every single piece of Disneyland that you can walk to, and you're like, there's this remembrance of sound, smell, the ride itself, like the physical being. You get it from every single piece of that. You don't get that from DCA
Oh, you
at
don't.
all.
That's why
No.
they got to add that in. They get to make it a real experience like what it is over there like a Disneyland. You got to.
Yeah.
And see, you were saying too, which is a great point with the smells. Man, that Coco attraction, I mean, if you put like a little Mexican village, maybe even like retheme the food court next door into something more
Easy.
Mexican, and you can have like outdoor vendors cooking like Mexican food.
Margaritas too. Come
Oh,
on. We need
margarita.
margaritas.
I mean, come on, it's money on the table, Disney.
Yeah, and it's the craziest part to me is that I think we talked about this before also. Being in downtown LA and having like the mecca of Mexican food, but people still will eat Disneyland Mexican food. And Disneyland Mexican food is actually pretty fucking decent.
Yeah.
Like Disneyland Mexican food. I will admit that too. Um, there's one piece of the park I really want to touch on too that I feel like doesn't not get any love, and that is the river ride. See, I can't remember the name of it. That's how much I don't ride that ride.
Oh, the Jungle Cruise.
No, 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 over in DCA.
Oh, the river
Exa
ride.
exactly. The like the Cali River ride version of ours.
Oh, Grizzly, Grizzly.
Yeah, there you go. Grizzly
That's right.
River Run. Fuck, that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't go over there anymore. I only go there for the vibe. That's the only time I vibe out, or I'm trying to get through, that pathway. But
Yeah.
that ride sits so dormant, and it sucks because it's technically the icon of the park because of the grizzly on top, but it runs half the time. They always have to refurb. It costs hella money to run. What do we do with it? I know we talked, I think, before about going Goofy movie. Just like that makes so much sense. Go Goofy movie, but what do you do? That's a lot of space.
Yeah. I mean, you could do Goofy movie. You can even actually DuckTales would kind of be a banger there because you can have Scrooge and the boys on an adventure on Grizzly Peak. So it's still
True.
Grizzly, but they're like searching for some treasure in the mountain.
That's true. You
So
put a storyline.
yeah, you put a storyline using like DuckTales characters, but you can also you don't have to spend a huge amount of money on
Dude,
retheming that
oh
big,
my god.
Grizzly.
Tailspin tailspin overlay for Soren.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude. That show was a banger. You want to talk good music?
Yeah,
That
there you
theme
go.
song. They went.
This really works.
Disney had no business going that hard with those theme songs. No business, dude.
You know what the fucked up part is that it was just probably all on accident.
Yeah, probably.
They're like, ah, fuck it. That sounds good. Yeah, it's catchy, huh?
Okay. You know?
But would you be so let's go with this. Would you they called you up again, your dad one more time.
Yeah.
He's like, hey
Daddy
son.
Josh.
Yeah, Daddy Josh. He's like, hey son, I have a dilemma. I need to remove this grizzly ride. I know nothing about it. I just know I need to remove it because it sits dormant half the year and it wastes a lot of water and money. And the salamanders are gonna die. So we gotta remove it. That's a California joke for everyone watching. That's not California. We got to remove it because of salamanders. What are you putting there? Like
Oh,
if you were to gut it, no more water ride there. Do we still need another water ride? I'll give you that. But what would you do to change that part? Because if you take that out, this is the one thing I'm gonna ask you. What's the theme over there?
Right. Well, and then it's see that
Or what's the
part,
IP theme over there? There you go.
right, and that area. This is where I kind of feel like they won't touch it. Like it not to
Because
say
the
they won't
hotel,
touch
huh?
it. The hotel. Exactly.
The hotel.
They're not gonna mess with the park view from the hotel people. Like
Yep.
they're not gonna make that like a big show building or something. And it has to aesthetically kind of go with the hotel guest vibe. So I think if they're not going to get rid of it, but if they do anything to it, they might sprinkle in a little IP. Maybe it'll be like hoppers. You'll have like little hoppers
Yeah.
characters like on the ride or something. But like
They
I don't
did
think it's going
they
to be
did
anything
good.
drastic.
They did good with what's his name? The from Up.
Oh yeah, what's his name
Can't remember
again?
his name. I don't know. I can't
The
remember
the
his name.
chubby kid.
Yeah, yeah, super cute.
And yeah. Oh, what's
Yeah,
his
but
name?
they had his little like the Redwood Creek thing, whatever it is over there, which I thought that was a cool little spin on it. Like that was a good way to use a character. I cannot remember the guy's. I keep thinking Nigel for some. It's not Nigel at
It's
all.
Oh, the chubby kid is Russell, right?
Russell, or is that the dog?
But what's the old man though? Oh, Doug is the dog,
Doug,
right?
Russell, and Elroy, Elroy. I can't think of it.
I can't think of the old man's name. Help us
Yo,
out
you
in the
Disney
comments,
nerds,
everybody.
yeah, put it exactly.
I
Fuck, we're about to
completely
get roasted. They're gonna be like,
oh,
"Fucking, it's fucking something, blah blah, bro. It's
let me
stupid."
see now. It's bugging me. Let me see. Up,
Carl,
Pixar,
Carl, Carl, Carl.
Carl.
Yes,
There
let's
we
go.
go, Carl.
My
I
brain
was
worked for
thinking
one.
I was thinking Ed too because the voice is Ed Asner.
Okay,
So I was my brain was doing Ed too, but I'm like, no, it's
Ed.
not Ed though. Okay,
See,
that makes sense.
so that's what I'm saying. They tried to IP that area. I'm just so surprised that they haven't touched Soren with anything. I just don't get why. Like, there's so many different things. Even if you wanted to go and like dig super deep for a movie that, I mean, you could have went with Rescuers if you wanted to. Like, just do something. Like, have some kind of something in there
Yeah.
that just you could sell merch on. Dude, if I got to walk out and buy a Rescuer shirt that said Soren over whatever, like that'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Well, it's weird. Like with Soren, I feel like the direction for that attraction is like these like very seasonal. Like, okay, so
Yeah.
now they have Soren over America. So now they're gonna trot that out every July, right?
Yep.
And then they got Soren over California. They'll do that whenever, like off season, whatever, or DCA's birthday every February, and Soren over the world, Soren over the world. So now they got like three versions they can sort of trot out, strategically at different times of the year. And I think they're going to continue doing that. Like I bet you we get eventually another version, like a version 4 of some
Yeah.
other thing,
Yeah. And you're right that the hotel, as much as I want to say the hotel's fucking things up, it's really not. It's so gorgeous over there.
Oh, it's
And I think
beautiful.
you're right. I think they can tie things into that wood because it has to do with camping. Like anytime I walk over there, it has to do with something with that about camping or being off road, not off road, but like into the wilderness. So you would have to dig through IPs where they're on adventures and doing that stuff. And that's why I think Goofy Movie was just the perfect one for that. And it wouldn't be just, it wouldn't be it'd just be like random animatronics that don't even really move or talk. I feel like if they were to do it, it would be the ones where they're just kind of sitting there and you would see them just kind of like cast, and then it would have the voiceover behind them as how it's
Yeah.
actually moving, just kind of like the basic cast one. What's that ride over in Universal Hollywood or the Rip Rad whatever?
The water ride with the
Yeah,
it's not Rip
yeah,
Ride, it's something else, but it's in the Toon Lagoon area.
yeah, and that's the kind of animatronics I think they would they would end up doing for Goofy on that one.
Oh, totally.
Um,
I could see them doing for Soren to tie in their IP. I could see them doing like a Soren over the Disney parks, and they go over every Disney
that'd
park
be
around
cool.
the world, you know?
That's too easy for them not to do that already. Like you would
Right.
think you would think they would already have something like that. And it's not just a flyover. Like, you know how they kind of go into it? Like it'd be cool to go into, into some of the streets or the main street, go down there, going through the whole bunch of lands. That way you kind of elongate the ride. But how do they not have that already?
Right. And then it's like then you can have at the end instead of like going over Main Street, like go over DCA. I mean, the ride is in DCA. Why are we going over Main Street? Like
Yeah, true.
pull up right there in DCA, bro. That's where the ride's at,
Yeah, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Another thing I kind of want to talk about. We got some time, right? You good?
Yeah,
How
I
are we
got some
feeling?
more. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
I know we talked about this probably again. We talk about a lot of things. My mind just it goes to the same place sometimes. Getting a bar on Tom Sawyer Island. I know we did talk about this,
Yeah.
but getting ourselves a pirate bar on Tom Sawyer's Island. What do you think about that?
That would be really, really smart because you would basically monetize that river. I mean, no, not the river, because the river actually is already monetized with Phantasmic dining packages and all that stuff.
Yeah,
You can
fuck yeah.
you can, yeah, but you can monetize that island though. And the only issue though would be if the demand is really high and getting people
How
over
do you
there
get
'cause
people there?
you got the
Those
stupid
rafts.
rafts.
Yeah, but see that at what point do you just put them on a track? I mean, it wouldn't be hard for Disney just to put a track, go straight across, and it just pulls. It would
Yeah,
be
it just
easy to
goes
do
back
that.
and forth. You don't have the
Yeah,
cast member guiding it or whatever.
dude, those motherfuckers can drive, dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude, they did.
yeah,
I'm like, how are they doing this?
it's all reversing into it. It's all, and it's so smooth. Sometimes, like, I'm just waiting to like, fuck it. She's all, hold on. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, holding on. It's like, I'm like, what? I
Dude,
was
it
ready to
is.
get like slide to the river. Like, we're good.
Oh, I'm telling you, and it's crazy too because the way they pull in, you think like, oh, she's not gonna make it, but it's perfect. It like
Yeah,
they gauge it perfectly, and it's like, it's
they're all
crazy.
over the
But it
place.
would be cool to have a pirate bar out there. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, and that would save the island. I talked about this before, dude. Like, I'm pro bye bye on the island. And
Yeah.
y'all can grill me in the comments below, but I have my reasonings. I want to keep I'll say it again. I want to keep the front half of the island. So you have your Phantasmic in the front. We'll figure out a dry dock situation where you just leave the boats in there the whole fucking time. Who cares? Get rid of the whole back area and give yourself an expansion to, I mean, fuck, you can go either way. You can go Critter Country if you want, or whatever it is, Bayou Country now. You can expand out that way, or you can give us some more stuff from, what if they gave us that Cars ride?
Oh, the one
What
that's going into Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, because I mean, they could totally do that. They can cut our river in half, keep the front end, because we still I feel like we have a lot of room behind there still to be able to add that.
They could. I mean, if they did that, if they were able to do that with Phantasmic still,
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
But
The
see, that's
front
the thing
half
with
is is Rivers of America, and the back half is that Cars thing.
but the thing is, where would you put all the Phantasmic stuff and all
Yeah.
the parade stuff? So it would end up having to go. How big of a show is Phantasmic though? Like I feel like I told you this before. I've never seen it since I was a kid because it's never running
Oh
or
my
it's
gosh.
not off. Yeah.
Well, it's in bad shape right now. Like, so you should definitely wait until things are running again. It's a really good show. It still packs in the people, but they're not they're not it's not they're not really running the pyro as much as they should be. And we don't have a dragon because it blew up a few years ago. It's like that's
So
what
what
they
if
should announce
we
at D23 is a new dragon.
got a version of what the World of Color in Disneyland? Do you think it would just be too similar and people wouldn't just want to gravitate to it?
Yeah, probably. I think people like the Phantasmic show because it has that physicality to it.
It's real
There's like
people
yeah, and there's
jumping and
like
doing things.
yeah, and there's props and sets and like World of Color is really cool for that lagoon. I think it works really well, but I think that for Phantasmic, people expect more like physical stuff
This
and
is
like
the show. Like this is the grand finale of my night,
yeah.
and
And I tell
we're
you,
not getting that.
yeah, well, I'll tell you this right now. I tell you this right now. If they announce that dragon coming back at D23, it's gonna be fair to Florida.
Dude,
I'm telling you
they got their
on
own
Twitter.
fucking area, dude. They literally have their own coliseum for their fucking Phantasmic.
I know.
Are they mad about not getting Bluey? Is that a thing?
They have it. They have it, but in Animal
Oh,
Kingdom.
okay.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
okay. So
it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's what they should have done instead of putting Judy Hopps in that fucking tree of life. They should just put Blue in there. It would have made more sense somehow.
Yeah, why don't they just do that? Exactly,
Okay.
it's weird.
I mean, why take Bug's life out of the tree anyways? That makes a lot of sense. Fucking idiots. I heard that show's trash.
I did too. I heard it was really bad. And the thing too is like I feel like Disney Disney and Pixar, they have no faith in that Bugs franchise anymore. Like they're done. Like
Yeah,
they
it
took
sucks.
ours away. They took theirs away. There's no representation of that franchise anywhere.
No, I wonder what it was because people like it. It's there, but it was. I guess it did always feel like the older brother of everything else. I'll say that,
Yeah.
but it's still packed a punch. Anytime I walked through Bugs Land, it was still popping. Like that's the kids area. That's where the kids would go.
Yeah.
Heimlich Suture Train was fucking fantastic. I'd ride that 400 times. One of my favorite rides at DCA. Fucking love
Legendary,
that
dude.
ride, dude. Heimlich he's a G, and now where is he? Gone. They squashed him. Way to go.
He's gone. One of the vehicles sits at Pixar in Emeryville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Really?
I believe I don't know if it's still there, but it was at one point at Emeryville. And then actually I went to a D23 10-year anniversary thing at the Burbank studio. This is a while back. I went with my buddy Ryan. This was back in like 2008, I think, or 9. And they had one of the Heimlich things
That's cool.
out there or something.
Dude,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
that was a sad day. But you know what? I'm so happy with Cars Land. I can't believe that that's still like the epic part of that park. And it's
Yeah.
been years. Even getting Marvel and all that stuff and acquiring that, and it's going in DCA, and they still couldn't keep up with what we got with Cars. That's the sad part. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that Marvel becomes more than what it needs to be. I hope that these rides coming up are something that we that's just, it needs to blow us out of the water. It really does.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I told you this before too. I haven't done any research on this. I kind of want to go in blind. Like I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what the storyline's about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to blow us away. They have got to blow us away. Oh, and by the way, that D23 event was 2018. It was a 10-year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2018.
I was like 2008, dog. I was like,
Eh,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know how old it was then.
that's when I think that's when they actually created D23. Was like 2008, and the event was like in 2018. But that was a cool event, actually.
You're like 60 in 2008, right? How old you are? 60,
Oh yeah,
and you're like 90 now.
now I'm 90 exactly.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you drank that fucking vampire blood, dude. You're doing good.
Hey, me and Dick Van Dyke both, you know.
There you go, dude. I'm telling you, I will say this 100% of the time. Like every single time I see this guy, he ages backwards. OG ages backwards. That's what it is.
That's
What's
what it
that?
is.
Who's the guy that was the Ant-Man guy? They always make fun of him. They're like, oh, that guy never ages. I saw this like montage of him from all the years, and dude looks exactly the same.
Exactly. Like dude looks the same like that he did like in Clueless in that movie.
Yeah,
Like from the mid 90s. You know?
Great hair too. See, I think anytime someone has great hair, there's something going on. It's vampire.
It's vampire blood. It's vampire blood. And that was a good movie too, by the way. Ant-Man, the first one.
Oh, Ant-Man. I like Clueless too. I didn't see the second one. I was scared out of seeing it. They're like, yeah, don't waste your time on it, dude. And I'm like, all right. You convinced me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that one dude, what's his name? Lewis? The Mexican dude. He's so funny. God, his buddy, I forgot his name, but he was really great in it.
I just watched what I watched. I watched Doctor Strange, the first one and the second one for the first time.
Oh, how is that? You like that one?
Dude, I like the second one was trash. I like the first one a lot. Like it was really good. Dude, and the special effects were amazing. Like all the color and stuff, dude, is so good.
Yeah,
and his acting, dude, I love his acting, man. It was good.
Yeah, no, it's solid. That Marvel leading up to Endgame, like peak Marvel. After Endgame, all that She-Hulk shit, nah.
Get that She-Hulk shit out of here.
Get it out of here.
She was a baddie though. I'll give her that. But that's all she was going for.
Yeah, she was a baddie. She was a baddie. But that's it though. You know, it got real weird for Marvel. You know,
I think that's why they slowed down too, because I feel like they felt it, and then you know what, this is their big break again, and this is what I love to see. I love that they brought Daredevil back.
Yes,
I love that they made it rated R. I love that they brought back the original cast. Like that's how you fucking do it. That's what set you up for the shows in the first place. No one asked you for all these weird ass little spin-offs that no one gives a fuck about. People don't read comics anymore. So the people that are watching these things, they're watching it because they're watching the movie that you put out and the show that you put out. So stop putting these little niche ass fucking shows out that no one gives a fuck about. Yeah, give me the movie that's gonna lead up to the next one. Cool. You gave me Ant-Man because we needed it. We didn't need fucking Ant-Man. Kind of did, but we didn't need like I'm trying to think of something. We didn't need Miss Marvel really. She kind of just whatever. It's a fucking that movie sucked.
Shang-Chi could stay. He's cool.
bro, I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
I love that. And the weird thing to me is that felt like its own standalone thing too. Like I felt like it's part of the universe and you need it, but it was still kind of just like its own thing. If that was not if that had nothing to do with Marvel and they just put that out normal, fuck it, dude, it was great. It was so good.
It was really good. Yeah, it
What
was
was this?
real.
What was it called? What was the red? Was it Dragonstone? Dragon Skill? The red armor they used?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually saw him. It was crazy. I actually saw him at my local mall like
really.
last year. Yeah,
Yo,
he was walking
Shang-Chi!
around. What's going on, Shang-Chi? Yeah, he was walking around with what I think was his fiance or his wife. I don't remember, but they were walking around. I didn't say hi or anything, but it was kind of crazy.
Yeah. So my thing is like, there's certain characters that just end up being that person forever. So
Yeah.
like if you saw
Like
okay,
Mark
so
Hamill.
yeah, what are you gonna call him? We're gonna call him, hey, Mark Hamill. No, you're gonna call him fucking whatever his fucking
Luke.
name is. Yeah, Luke. You're like that's gonna happen. Just like Thor. Like I'm gonna call you Thor, dude. What's up, Thor? Like you're not calling him something else. And shout out shout out to Tone's Poppy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Um, when he used to work at the airport, this is a fucking horrible story. He used to work at the airport and what's his name? Jeremy Renner, whatever his name is, came in. And
Oh
I
yeah,
guess yeah, he was trying
Hawkeye.
to like yeah, Hawkeye, there you go. And it somehow became this, you don't know who I am, bro, to Tones. He's like, no, what the fuck? So fucking Hawkeye, dude. Like, don't be that guy. You're not Hawkeye, bro. You're not.
Yeah.
You're now the guy that got fucking almost unalived. Like that's who you are. Shout out to you, by the way, by not unaliving yourself and coming back. Come back
Came
strong. What's
back.
he doing? What's that movie or that show he's doing? It's like some Western show, right? Or like
Is
cop show or
it?
something.
I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. I was gonna ask you actually, because I'm not like on
Yeah.
top of that stuff. But he's got
I'm
something
not a
new coming
Jeremy
out.
Renner fan. I
Yeah.
think so. I can't remember. Or what's oh my god, he's like a cop or something. And it's actually doing really well. Let me look it up. It's gonna
Yeah.
bother me.
I'm kind of curious, but yeah, he's lucky to be alive though. You're right. I mean, what was it, like a snowmobile or something?
Yeah.
Ran him over,
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy. So dangerous. Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay.
Yeah, over on Paramount Plus. I think Showtime. So,
That's cool.
good for him. Good for him. Glad to
Bouncing
see him
back.
on it. Wasn't Avengers or Marvel? Weren't they gonna drop him because of all that?
Yeah, there was like some weirdness around that time because he wasn't going to be able to like do anything because like he was having trouble. Like he had to go to therapy, like physical
Yeah.
therapy for a while.
That
So
sucks.
I
That
know.
was just shitty, man. But see, at the same time, like it's one of those weird things. Like I always talk about, like if you're an athlete and you make billions or millions and millions of dollars, and then you go out and hold firecrackers in your fucking hand. Like, don't fucking hold the firework in your hand and blow your hand off. Now you can't play fucking football, you dumbass. Like,
Right.
don't do that. But at the same time, it's like you have the money to go spend on these toys. You worked your ass off to be able to do those things. So it's always one of those like what the double-edged sword kind of thing. Like, I would want to ride my snowmobile, but I'm not trying to fucking die in one. Like, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just one of those.
Yeah.
But you should
100%.
also know your boundaries.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. No. And he had a very like physical job being part
Yeah.
of the Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
I
you're a
mean,
Hawkeye, dog.
yeah, you're Hawkeye. You better not get hurt, bro. Is
Yeah,
basically
or lose an eye.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like what are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
What?
now he's no eye.
Yeah. Do you drop him at that point? Like, dude lost fucking both of his eyes. So so this is why it's after hours. We can talk about it. The park's closed.
Yep.
He gets in the snowmobile accident. He fucks himself up. He comes back super strong, but he lost both of his eyes. He can't be Hawkeye anymore, right?
No, you can't be Hawkeye with no eye.
Okay, so
There's no way, dude.
but at that point, do you like Disney comes up to you like, hey, dude, kind of missing eyes, dog. Like
Yeah.
at that point, do you understand? You understand? Like, fuck, you're right. I was just gonna see if I can fake it till I make it.
Dude, that'd be crazy. Or what if Jeremy Renner like counters Disney though and says like I get it, I get it, Bob Iger. I don't have any eyes, but maybe we can work with our CGI team.
The Spider-Man eyes or the Deadpool eyes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, work something out. Come on, Kevin Feige.
Dude, you got this. What's the oh my god, what's the other I can't even think of it. But yeah, no, poor guy. I'm glad to see him up back back on the list of whatever the fuck he does.
What are you gonna say? We're gonna say back on his feet.
There you go. Yeah, back on his
Back on
feet.
his feet.
But hey, hopefully he learns to be more humble in life too, and be nice to the fucking lonely barista that's making his coffee, so he can go take his flight in first class. So don't be an asshole, Jeremy Renner. Fuck you.
Exactly. Be a nice guy. That's all. That's
There it
all
is.
anyone ever asks of all these people. Just be nice. You know.
Just be nice. Be humble, man. We're the fans. We're the people that are coming to watch your movies. We're the people that want to love you. And there's a lot of people out there that you hear amazing stories about, and there's people you hear that this dude's just a fucking dick. And guess what? Some of you, what's the guy from Deadpool? That's why he got his ass kicked off the show, off the movie. What's his name? The bartender guy.
Oh, dude.
Even what's his name? I hear he's an asshole too.
Which one?
Deadpool. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Charlie. Charlie Cox. Yeah,
No,
Charlie Cox.
the other was that the
That's
bartender
Deadpool.
guy?
No, that's Deadpool. Charlie is Deadpool.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm thinking of Daredevil.
No,
I'm sorry.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
I'm like,
Reynolds.
yeah.
Sorry,
No, the other guy, Daredevil guy, I haven't heard anything about him, but I like him.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
fucking
great.
awesome. Fucking
Yeah.
awesome. And then Fisk, come on, dude. If you could have a better fucking Fisk, there's no one out there in the world. Like, that is a perfect character. Like, masterpiece.
Perfection.
That whole fucking show is fantastic. Love it.
Yeah.
Have you seen
No,
it?
Yeah, I have. And Disney, I'm so glad they had the balls to not go PG-13 with that.
Couldn't. You can't. You can't.
You know?
And then bringing in Punisher too, fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
they're on the right track with this, and I think that's where it comes to it. Like, you remember, I love this. This is why I love this show, dude.
Yeah.
Even though I'm part of it right now, like, this is what I love. Circling all the way back once again to the beginning of, basically, is Disney nerfing these things on purpose?
Right.
And are they going to continue doing that? Remember, you asked me that. I don't. This is where I kind of feel like I don't think so. But this is also a different branch. Are they going to continue doing this nerfing in the park? Maybe, probably for a little bit. But are they going to keep doing that with their shows and their movies? And I think with Daredevil and Deadpool, and Wolverine, we're kind of seeing this like, hey, dude, we need to do this for the fans.
Well, also, I want to show everybody, because like we did this review on your channel of that Wolverine game.
Oh my god, dude.
And that's on the PS5, right?
Yeah, that's so fucking brutal.
This
That's
thing
so brutal.
is insane. I'm going to show it for everybody, because it's after hours, so we
It's
can do
after
that,
hours.
right? It's
I
after
love it.
hours.
This is exactly what people want. You can't, just don't hold back from it.
I mean, this game is out of control. But I mean, hey, look, this is Disney. This is Disney, though. Disney owns this property, right? And everyone, all the film fans were all worried. Oh man, they're gonna ruin Marvel. They're gonna make it like Disney-fied. No, they really didn't.
Yeah,
They really didn't. So I give them credit.
poor Leech.
Yeah, this game looks pretty sick, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up when it goes on sale.
This game looks pretty sick. Yeah, when does it come out? Do we know, or do you know when?
I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly.
Okay.
But like, going back to it though, this is one of those steps forward that we need to see. And even though, once again, this is in a different section, this is in the video game section of Disney, it's being done, and they're not shying away. Like, there's a lot of games out there that are rated M that don't even have this much gore in them at all. Like, this alone is like a lot. Like, even for me, I'm like, oh shit, and it's unexpected gore. I think that's the biggest thing.
Right. I know. I mean, I was expecting a little bit here and there, but man, I mean, he's just covered head to toe, like just red everywhere. It's insane, but it's like, that's what makes it kind of cool, though. Like, I remember being a kid. When I was a kid, and I was playing like Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat, right? That was like the first game, like back then, that had like blood in it, and you felt so badass playing that game as a kid. Like, I don't know.
God, I had on Sega Genesis, dude, and I remember my fingers just getting calloused because of like sliding over on the controller. God, I love that game.
Now, you were more of a Mortal Kombat kid or a Street Fighter kid, or both?
So I'll put this out there in the world. I'm the worst fighting game player ever. Like, I shit you not, I downloaded Mortal Kombat the other day and played with my 7-year-old, and I lost. He's never played the game in his life. He
What?
beat me. Yeah, dude.
That's
I can't
wild.
do it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I'm pushing the right buttons. I'm doing cool shit. It's not fucking doing anything. So I don't play them. But as a kid, I played a lot of Mortal Kombat, and I just faked it until I made it.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm more of a more obviously like now I'm more of like a Battlefield, Call of Duty kind of guy. I'm really good at those kind of games. But I love RPGs, dude. Like give me Skyrim, give me Fallout. Like those are the ones I can just dig into. My brain likes to create. So I'm really into like Minecraft and just any game like farming sims. I fucking love them because I just get to sit there and just build shit.
Yeah.
But as a kid, yeah, no, it was a lot of fighting games, but it was, honestly, it was mostly Mario, dude. Like that was just it. And then we ended up getting a PlayStation and what was his name? Spyro, dude. Spyro
Oh
ran in my
yeah.
house nonstop. A Spyro or Crash Bandicoot, like those games were on repeat in my house. Dude, it's fucking awesome. I
I
love it.
when I was when I was a kid, like, yeah, my go-to, I liked Mortal Kombat for Genesis. I played Street Fighter 2. I'm trying to think what else. Zelda. Were you a big Zelda guy?
No, so I never played Zelda because when that came out, I was a little bit younger. And my grandfather had a Nintendo, an NES, and then he also had a SNES, and I just never played them on there. Once I got older, I tried to play them, but it was already it was one of those where it was like they're too old of a game for me to be able to bundle myself in and play because the graphic wise. But once I got my hands on the new ones that were on the Switch, I fucking fell in love with them. They're
Oh yeah.
fantastic. So I love the new games. I respect Zelda and Link because I get it and it's awesome. And one of these days I will go back to play them because they're iconic. So I'm not writing them off. It's not like Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah, and that Zelda franchise is really dope. Are you excited they're gonna make a movie on that?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think it's one of those where I'm surprised they haven't made anything on that. Like that's just so weird. Didn't they have a show too back in like the 80s?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, it was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show,
yeah, I remember
and
that.
it was
Yeah.
like a Mario thing, but then they had a Zelda like segment, like a cartoon. And that show, it was so funny because back then, dude, everything had like a rap song to it. So that that whole like theme song was like them rapping. We're the
That's
Mario
horrible.
Brothers, and we're here to say, that whole thing, and it was just funny. But even back in the day, dude, I remember even like the promotional material for like Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
They had like maybe I can find it, I can play it. Dude, this is after hours, right? After dark.
After hours, let's
So
do it.
like
Let's
let's
do
go
it.
ahead. I'm gonna see if I can find it, bro, because it's actually kind of crazy. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. It was Darkwing Duck rap music video. Okay, this is wild, man. Is this it? Yeah, dude, this is it. Okay, here we go. Hold on,
Dude,
I'm gonna
don't you
play.
fucking love technology? Like,
Oh,
just being able
bro.
to see this shit. You know what I turned on the other day? And dude, it's so fucking weird one. My kids were like, "Oh, Dad, what's that ride we went on?" I'm like, the drop when we're in the elevator." I'm like, "Tower of Terror," and they're like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot you didn't go on that because it's the Guardians of the Galaxy." So it's oh, it's based off of a show. So I tried looking for the original like black and white. What's the show called? I cannot think. What's Tower of Terror? What's the original show
Oh,
though?
but it was Twilight
Twilight
Zone.
Zone. Yeah, so I looked for Twilight Zone, I couldn't find it. And then I'm on YouTube and up comes the full movie from like the 90s version of Tower of Terror. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? They made a movie? And I turn on, I'm like, oh my God, I remember this fucking movie. So I dug into it. It's not on any platform because there's some crazy ass like media rights where so someone doesn't want it to be played. But there's one guy that has it's probably gonna get pulled down now. One guy that has it on YouTube and it's filmed in like 480p, so it looks like shit. But I watched the whole thing with my kids. It was
Oh,
awesome.
I love it. I love it. All right, this was like I don't know. I don't even know why I remember this, but this was like to promote the show. Everything back then had a rap song, even Darkwing. It was crazy.
Oh shit!
Wait, have you seen this before? Is it
No.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. This is like such a like remnant of that era. It's hilarious.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Whack, smack. What was that? What was that? Darkwing Duck is on the attack. Got a warning for a
Bro.
criminal cartoon. This is it, bang, what do you do? Darkwing Duck is chilling in town. He don't want criminals hanging around. If there's something you're gonna take my advice. Play it safe.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back one. Hold on 1 second. Was that hold on, was that Oh, I thought that looked like Drake, dude.
It could be.
I'm like, are we looking at a young Drake, bro? Like,
That's so funny. You got probably Justin Timberlake and all those other ones in there somewhere.
oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah, this was a funny video. Maybe I'll link it down below. But it was. Or you want to finish it? Should we finish it?
I'm down.
Let's do it.
He's rough, tough, but he's had enough. Darkwing Duck will get dangerous. He has no fear, not a care. So criminals, just be aware. If you break the law, you will not fail to throw your body into jail. That's a fact, so you better.
This is done in one take.
Like he's going fishing.
What happened? What'd you say?
One take. I feel like they did one take, and they're like, I feel like Vanilla Ice was supposed to show up, and they got like fucking melted ice instead. They're like, yo, melted ice, and like, oh, who are you? Vanilla Ice's cousin, and he came in. All right, you're gonna do this in one take. Darkwing Duck, he's kind of cool. I'm gonna whisper, too. Like, what are you doing?
I mean,
it's weird.
It's weird, bro.
The weird part is that it almost sounds like they made the track and put the chick in the background just like fucking crushing it right now, and then they gave it to this guy like, okay, just rap over this real quick and send it back to us. Dude, like, this guy doesn't sound like he was in the room at all.
Right, she is singing her ass off.
I love it. She's the reason why this is great. This rap guy, like, if they just cut him out, I don't fucking get why they chose him.
I don't either. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but she's crushing it.
Dude, yeah, like, like, come on, let's catch it.
What was that?
The daring Darkwing Duck defies death yet again and defeats.
And they even have like the beat change and stuff. Like, it's like they're getting real serious, you know?
The dastardly denizens of darkness.
Go Darkwing, go Darkwing, go. Go Darkwing, go Darkwing, go. Go Darkwing, go Darkwing, go. Go Darkwing, go.
Dude, I'm telling you, melted ice.
Melted ice.
Go, 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 Darkwing, go, go. So listen to what I'm trying to say. Darkwing Duck is here to save the day. Fighting crime, cleaning up the streets. Criminals run, you see him free, cause this is it. It'll all be over. Darkwing Duck, he don't go for the criminal way. So just behave. If you diss his duck, you can't be saved.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's pretty crazy, but there was a Goof Troop rap too.
Oh fuck.
Every show, and it was, whether it was this or Nintendo, they all had rap songs, dude. Every one of them.
I think at some point you need to come over on my channel and we'll do like a few of these.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'll just like, you'll see, like, 'cause this will be my first reaction to some of these.
Oh, dude, I'll line them up, get them all queued up, and we'll just knock them out. Knock them
That's
out.
awesome. That was so fucked up because that rap dude fucked up that whole track for that chick and those kids.
Yeah.
Like, he fucked it up because it was so good. Like, dude, I was in the mood, and then he came on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, exactly, exactly. No, she was killing it. It's crazy.
Like it's like a fucked up party, and then the guy was like, "My turn for karaoke."
Yeah, my turn. Looks like I'm up to bat.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck."
Are you a karaoke guy or nah?
It depends on how much adult
Alcohol?
beverages, yeah. Which, you know me, I'm not a huge alcohol drinker. So not really, but I'll do it if I have to.
Yeah.
I have a story. I went to Santa Cruz, which is fucking beautiful. If you haven't been to Santa Cruz, it's you gotta go. That's where The Lost Boys was actually filmed. Fun fact. Um, so we're at this weird party. I don't know how my night got to this point. We ended up on the beach. Something happened on the beach. We ended up at a party. We end up at another house with a band, and then we followed that band to another party. And then we ended up at this conjoined party, which was crazy. It was these two houses, and people were walking over their patios, jumping over the patio to both parties. It was a trip. But somehow, after all those parties and all this beach stuff, we end up at a bowling alley. And everyone from most of these parties end up at this bowling alley, and it was singing karaoke. And I
Oh,
jumped up and I sang "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey with like 80 people. The microphone came from the ceiling. So everyone was just singing into the microphone. It was awesome. And that's all I remember.
wow, that's wild. That is
Dude,
wild.
awesome night. Like this is for like the after dark. Like yeah, not this show. But yeah, no, that was a crazy night, dude.
I'll have to
But yeah,
create
this
like
last
a
night again.
totally like new
Yeah,
membership tier for this one. So that for that story, right?
yeah. No, it was a good night, man. And I met some really awesome people and some fucking weird ass hippie people. I mean, if you know anything about Santa Cruz, dude, it's where all the fucking like people stay out.
That's wild. Dude,
Yeah.
I have a crazy story. Speaking of like bowling, there this is years ago. I was like in my early 20s with my at the time my girlfriend Caroline, right? And I was with her and her friends or whatever, and we stopped at this bowling alley. And upstairs they had like a dance floor, right?
Okay.
And so we walk in, and like the music was really good, dude. And it was like music that you wouldn't typically hear like a club play. Like they were playing like Wu Tang,
Oh
like
shit. Okay.
like Triumph, like I bomb
Yeah.
atomically, Socrates philosophies. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, this is crazy in here. Like we're having a ball, we're dancing, and everybody was like looking at us like we were crazy. I'm like, why is
Please tell me you're the only
everyone-
white dude in there.
No, no, no. Well, yeah, but but it wasn't that though.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Why is everyone looking at me, dude? Is it my hair? Is my hair sticking up? You know? And we're dancing. Turns out we're in there for dude, a while, just dancing our asses off, dude, sweating. It was a private party.
Please tell me they let you stay.
They were cool about it, but they told us after a little while, like they came over and were like, "Hey, just so you know, this is like so and so's birthday." Like,
That's
because that's why I was like, dude, they're playing. They have like a really good DJ.
bangers.
Yeah, they were dropping bangers like Wu Tang,
Dude,
Rakim.
that's
It was
so
amazing.
fucking funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was
Good
great, dude.
times, dude. I love shit like that.
Yeah,
I
I love
love
it.
that.
I love it.
I went to this club once and it was like a couple floors. So you'd walk like each floor played different music. And I remember going we're going like floor number 2 and it was like disco. And they had like the floor when you step on it changed colors and shit. So it had like
Yeah.
these different colored floors pieces, the whole wall, and it just had like the disco balls. And I shit you not, okay. Is it the first Goofy movie or second Goofy movie? I think. Remember when he dances in like the silver, like the sequence thing when you dance with
Oh
the chick?
yeah.
I shit you not, there was a guy in there dressed like that, and some chick in like a full gold like leather suit, and they're just fucking
Oh
going
my.
off. And I'm like, what is this, dude? This is like early 2000s, late 2000s, I guess. Um, it was just weird, but I don't know. I didn't sneak into no party like that on accident. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. I
Well,
love
let me ask you this. Speaking of that, like, what do you think of people that dress up, like that dress up to go to D23 or dress up to go to like
We talked
these
about this.
events at Disney? Do you like that or
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really?
Yeah, we talked about this. I think I can't remember exactly what I said, but I feel like there's a place and time for it. And
Yeah.
I know we talked about because I remember saying I didn't know that they dressed up at the D23 Expo.
Oh, that's
So
right.
I feel like I think I still stand on that. Like that's okay because you're going to a place where everyone's gonna dress up like it's kind of meant to do. Same with the Comic Con.
Right.
That's cool. And then I said we shouldn't be dressing up as adults to go to Disneyland. I think that needs to stay for party nights or for like the Halloween party.
Right.
Dapper days, I get it. That's okay, I guess. But it's when you're dressing up like a princess and walking through the park throughout the day. Like you shouldn't be doing that as a grown adult, and especially because you're like there's kids there that want to meet these princesses, and you're like half-assing the princess. It's kind of fucked up. Can't
Yeah.
be doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your little ass is hanging out. Like that's another thing too. Like
Yeah,
as
dude.
much as being a man, I want to like I love booty, dude. I love who doesn't love some booty, but I'm also in a place with my kids, and there has
Right.
to be some kind of boundary and some kind of line. And I'm all for people doing whatever they want. Like be a human, do what you want to do, dress how you want to dress, like do that. But there's a point of decency, and I think it bothers me the most is because Disney is very strict on these policies, but they only enforce it for certain people, and I think that's the problem, where they need to enforce it for everybody. And once those people walk through that gate and hide it, I think that's what pisses me off more because they'll wear a giant sweater or something or pants, and those pants come off, and that sweater comes off right when they get into parks, just so they can wear their skimpy ass outfit and take videos in the park. That's the shit I'm talking about. Don't be doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Don't be doing it. Don't be doing it.
And
Don't
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 be
be
wearing white pants. Don't wear white pants and high heels to the fucking park. Sick of that
yo.
shit.
I've seen that quite a bit. It's crazy, right?
It's weird. It's a thing. White pants and high heels. Dude, my feet hurt in my good shoes. And then wearing white pants, that's dangerous. That's why you don't wear white underwear, dude. It's dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And I don't know how women wear high heels to Disneyland. I don't know how they can even.
I don't get how they wear them in general. Not that I tried them on or anything. I mean, that's not me, dude. But in general, like, there's no way you're getting on these rides with them on, and then you. I think Disney has a no shoe off policy, right? You have to wear shoes
Yeah.
on all the rides. I think it's not like
Oh
Six
yeah.
Flags. So it's just that doesn't sound comfy. And my thing, like, I guess if you're a local and you're going all the time, then if you want to dress up and maybe go have dinner at Blue Bayou or something, that's
Yeah.
cool. You're going to one place. You're only walking a little bit of distance. But if you're there all day and it's like a family vacation trip and you're
And
rocking all that shit, I don't feel bad for you.
no, that's just weird. It's just you have to dress for the occasion.
Yeah, and
You
Disneyland
know,
occasion is shorts, fucking a shirt, sunscreen, a hat, and comfy
and
shoes.
yeah, some Crocs.
Yeah,
Rock them, dude.
I love it. Yeah, dress code needs to be enforced a little bit more, and just be respectful of your surroundings.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. There's kiddos around, so just you're not at the club. You're at Disney.
Yeah,
You know.
and I think
So,
that weird line of like was it the water parks? Like I
oh
think that's always one of those too. Like, where do you how much can you say no and how much is okay? And, I've been to water parks over here, and there's just zero fucks given with some of these people. Like there's like the imagination doesn't need to run anywhere because it's right in front of your face. So I don't know how strict Disney is in Florida with any of their water parks, but I can't imagine they're letting people rock thonkinis and shit.
Donkinis, I know, right? That's like a Raging Waters Hurricane Harbor thing, huh?
Yeah, there you go. And then not on top of that, it's not just for the kids. Like I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like what am I supposed to do? I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't look. Like I don't want to risk that. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to risk if there's something walking by me, I'm like this. I don't look. I look at my wife. I love you, girl. I love you. Every time.
You have like a bead of sweat. Like
Yeah. I'm like I know what's going on over there. I'm not doing that. Shout out to my wife, by the way. I love her. She's had a baby. I had our fourth baby together. It's a boy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
love it.
So we'll be getting him over into the parks soon. We're gonna turn him into a Disney nerd.
There it is. There it is. I mean, that'd be awesome. I remember actually when I found out the news. I was in the car with Webba,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. You guys are
we
going
had
on
you
a
on
nice little
speaker. Yeah,
vacation.
yeah, a little road
Where,
trip.
where were you going, huh?
Vegas, baby. You know.
Love it. Yeah, you gambled and I gambled.
Yeah, right. There you go. 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
But
somehow I got on the other side of it. Oh man, I guess mine's the win. I don't know. I don't know who won.
it's a win.
One
No,
of us won. Yeah, it's a
no,
win.
you
No, I know.
definitely won. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really
He's
happy
really
for you
cool.
guys.
I appreciate it. This is it though. I can't do it anymore, and my house feels small now. That car ride. So the cool thing about having my car is I have a 2024 Honda Pilot, and I bought it because I had my daughter, And so she was the extra person that made me need to, I need to get a bigger car now. So I buy it and I'm like, cool. Anytime we go on vacation, I could bring my sister-in-law or my mom or somebody to help with the kids. Now I don't have any room in the car. So now I have to solo these damn rides with my wife and figure things out. So shout out to Webba, but Webba's gonna be my new he's gonna be my new babysitter on these vacations.
There he is. Webba's the new babysitter. Okay, I love it. I love it.
Dude, hanging out with Webba in the park, man. I know we talked about the vibes and the rides thing. I love someone that can keep up with me. And
Oh
that
yeah.
dude just has a fucking motor on him. He could
Oh
just
yeah.
keep going and going
Oh,
and going. I'm like, dude, you good? He's like, oh, I'm fucking good. I'm like, did you eat today? No, man, I can't eat. And I'm like, I mean, we know why he doesn't eat, but like that dude, I think he drank like a soda the whole day. And I'm like, fuck, this guy's running on soda fumes, dude. And I mean, I'll run on like small fumes. It got to the point where I'm like, I need to eat something even though I'm not hungry. And he's like,
yeah.
yeah, I'll probably get something to pick at it too. I'm like, okay. Then we get there and eat, and then we're like, all right, let's get back onto it. So
Oh,
he's
he's
good.
great. Yeah, he is
He's
such a
good with the kids
rise.
too, man.
What was that?
I say he's really good with my kids too. I love that. Like not in a creepy, like he's not creepy. Like
No.
that's a big plus. Like there's people that are creepy. Webba's not creepy.
Yeah.
Um, and it was just really cool for him to just be able to just be himself. I think that's the biggest thing about Webba. So shout out to you,
Yeah.
Webba.
Webba and his wife is dope. His wife, we hung
I
out with
actually
his
never met
wife.
her.
You never met her?
No, I told him last time. I said, dude, you should bring your wife so that my wife has something to do instead of having to run around the park with me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's really fun. She's really, really fun. You would love her. She's great.
yeah. Maybe
She's
I'll
great.
maybe next time I go out that way, I'll see if I can get them together or something. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because we have such a cool like squad, dude. We got like we got Tones, Poppy, and Jared and
Sounds
Slimer, and
yeah.
we got to do like just a huge trip, dude,
That'll
and
be
just
fun.
get
It's getting
every
harder for me to do those things though, man. Like
yeah,
like having all these kids and then just honestly like the parks are not cheap. Dude, even with this summer $50 summer ticket, this shit's still like almost $400 for all of us to go. And that's not
yeah.
even the hotel. Like
What?
and
And you only get like 5 hours with that.
really, I didn't know that.
Well, the new deal is like it's a nighttime. The $59 thing
Oh,
is
you're
it's
right.
a nighttime thing. So it's like
And
five
what am I supposed
hours.
to
It's
do
like
during
two
the day?
rides, 3 rides.
So you're expecting me to go around Fentanyl A like during the day? Like that's what you want me to do? You want me to go through all LA during the day and then come back at night to hang out? There's no way I'm gonna do that. I'm
Nah.
not doing that.
I was
Um,
saying it on a live stream the other night, where it's like at that point I might as well just buy the ticket because by the
dude, and
time
I
you
think that's gonna
park,
help me. Yeah.
yeah, you know,
And how much is parking? $25
it's like 40.
or to go up? Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
No.
it's crazy.
So yeah, and that's what's making it hard. That's what makes Vegas hard. As much like Vegas, they're all Vegas is failing, and all these people are like, yeah, it's failing. It's failing because you have all these hotels that are charging you to park. They have all these places that are charging you all these extra fees, hotel fees, even in LA or Anaheim, dude. Like, you know how like last time I went, I'm a researcher, so I do so much research. Um, I booked a place on purpose that was an extra like 5-minute walk just because I didn't want to pay nightly for the fucking to park.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
don't
dude,
want to do that.
dude, I'm like you, man. I don't mind walking. I can
Yeah.
walk. I do not care.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Especially to save myself $25, I'm gonna walk the extra 5 minutes. So I'll walk an extra 25 minutes to save $25. My time is money. I get that. But at the same time, that $25 can go a lot further. That can add up, especially if I'm going for 2 days. That's $50. That's food for my family. Like you gotta
Yeah.
think like logically like that. And the hotel, why am I paying you to park? If you want me to stay here, like it's not my convenience to have for me to park here. Like it's
Right.
only convenience for you for me to stay here, motherfucker. So like you should be giving me that. Just like if you don't want okay, and don't give me a continental breakfast. Take that away and let me park for free.
There you
I don't
go.
want
That
your
works. That's fair.
breakfast. I don't want
Dude,
your
it's
old
like it's like
schedule.
it's like the other day. I went out with the family and we went to this Mexican restaurant. I don't eat beans. I don't like beans.
You
So
don't
the
like
dude,
beans?
yeah, I don't like beans.
Like any
Yeah,
kind of beans.
no, not feeling them. Not
Black
feeling them.
beans, refried beans,
No, don't
green
like them
beans.
at all. No. Oh, like green beans. Yeah, I'll do
Okay,
green beans.
that's what I
Yeah,
get you. But
yeah.
actually like legumes. You don't fuck with legumes.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm like, oh man, the beans. I'm like, he's like, what do you want? Do you want me to swap it out for like double rice? And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. cool, we'll do that. See, that's the same thing with like the hotel. Like, yeah, you know what? I want free parking, but we'll skip on the breakfast thing, right? That's fair.
I
It's
think
a
that's
fair
fair.
swap, dude.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
yeah, I'm good with that. And it just irks me. Then you have the resort fees. Dude, I'm not a resort guy. So I'm not gonna sit there. I'm gonna go to the fuck park. I just paid $600 to get into. I'm from the beginning all the way to the end. If I need to go back and shit, then I'm gonna go back and shit. But guess what? I'm leaving. I'm not gonna use all your amenities. I'm not gonna swim for half of my day while I'm out there. Like it's
Right.
just weird. And then not only that too, if I would what I do like, dude, I like going back and dipping my feet in after in like the hot tub. But most of the time the places hot tubs are closed. So I never understood that. Why do they close their pool area when there's no lifeguard anyways?
Right. I don't understand that. That frustrates me because you want to come back. That's like the best time to do the hot tub.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
late night, you know?
My back's hurting, my asshole's hurting, my feet hurt. Like, let me just jump in this hot tub for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. I love the hot tub. The only time I don't like the hot tub is when there is when there's floaties in there,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
little
those
like it's like I don't mind like a leaf or a branch or something.
the
But when I
branch,
can't
the fucking giant branch. I'm fine with that. But
I'm cool with
floaties?
that. But like something that like I can't identify what that is
Oh
floating
yeah.
around.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's that dirty shit. That's that
Yeah.
like who was in here before me kind of shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with that either.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you're right. I would like a hot tub, but when's the last time I've been in a hot tub? I can't remember what hotel it was, but I stayed out there and I went to the hot tub anyways because they had this area to do your laundry, but it was out, which was fucking weird. It was outside next to the hot tub, which if you really think about it, it's actually kind of dangerous because the electrical was like right there. But
Oh
the
yeah.
hot tub, but the hot tub was still open and the pool was closed. But I was like, I'm just gonna dip my feet here, and no one came out and said anything to me. So I just chilled there. That was
Oh
like
yeah,
two
dude.
trips ago. Yeah, so it was good. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
stay there though again. I can't remember the name. I'm not gonna shout you out. It wasn't a bad place. It was just the pictures didn't add up to what we did, but it was a good night. It's the beds worked. There was no bugs or anything. It just was a little outdated.
Yeah.
That's a
There's a
good.
Best Western. I'm not gonna name it, but like there's a Best Western that notoriously turns off like okay, not the bubbles, but like the heater for the hot tub.
Oh,
They turn it off to save
that's
money. So you
fucked
have to
up.
go to the front desk to have them turn it on, and it takes like an
Yeah.
hour for the damn thing to heat up. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
bullshit.
I want to get it, and that's why the place that I was talking about, you go and just crank the thing, and the bubbles start right up. It's already hot. Like
Yeah.
I want to pull up to this bitch and see the steam from a distance. Like that's what I
Yes.
want. And then you're
Yes.
like, oh, dude, I'm gonna run it, and it's to the point where I don't want to go and get undressed. Like I'll just go pull my pants up and just dip my feet in. Like I'll take
Right.
the socks off right there. The dogs would be out in the water. Hot dog.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, man. I don't want to wait an hour. Like I'm already ready for bed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was the worst. The absolute worst.
Are you a hot tub brewski kind of guy?
Yeah, I don't mind like drinking a beer in the hot tub. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
dangerous though because the heat it makes the alcohol hit you harder.
Uh,
It
so you're
like
like,
does
you
something
just
to
gotta
your
drink.
blood or something. I don't know. It
Oh
like
shit. Yeah, it makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, because they even have a warning. Like when you go to these hot
Really?
tubs, yeah, you'll see most of them have like warnings on the wall, like don't drink alcohol, blah blah blah, for that reason because you'll get drunk faster in
Fuck.
that hot water.
So
So
that's a
be
hack.
careful out there. It's a hack. There you go.
It is
Save money,
hack.
right?
I love it. I love it.
Mr. Candid, always a pleasure. This is first of many. This is a new series on the channel. So after dark, and it's gonna always be like this. We're just gonna shoot the shit, and we'll have guests on. We'll hang out. We'll get Jared on. It'll be fun.
Love
A
it.
lot of fun.
Shout out to Jared over in Walt Disney World right now.
Mr. Caddy Camper, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for hearing me out on this idea. This is something that I
It's
think that's
fun.
just been brewing for a long time, man. And hopefully everyone out there loves it. We started off with the topic. I love that. But once again, you kind of see how it just veers off into its own corner. That's what I love to do. OG is the perfect person to do this with. Like you said, we'll get some new people on there. So let's get it. I appreciate you guys. Go find me on Twitter. Nope, damn it, not Twitter anymore. Go find me on TikTok, Instagram, and here on OG55 and on YouTube at my channel too, Candid Camper.
There he is. There he is. Thank you for watching, everybody. Comment down below with all your opinions on everything we discussed today. The attractions, the Darkwing Duck wrap, Wolverine, whatever it is, whatever you want to talk about, hot tubs, floaties, whatever it is. Thank you for watching. And until next time, see you later.
Thank you so much for watching OG55. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and become a member today. Mwah!